Have you ever found yourself questioning your own reality, doubting your own emotions, or feeling like you're always the problem? As empaths, we're especially vulnerable to gaslighting. Today, I have a channeled message from Archangel Haniel on insights when you're being gaslit and how to trust your inner wisdom. Hi, I'm Emily Cady. I help exhausted empaths break free from others' expectations, release generational trauma, and reclaim their energy by transforming their sensitivity into a powerful source of strength. So let's dive into this channeled message from Archangel Haniel, as I feel it's super important for empaths. As empaths, we hold sacred space for compassion, but in doing so, we often attract people who are deeply wounded, like narcissists. It's important to understand that both empaths and narcissists carry significant emotional wounds. The narcissists, as difficult as they sometimes can become a powerful teacher for us empaths, challenging us to break free from emotional abuse and for us to stop seeing ourselves as victims. If we're able to stop seeing ourselves as victims, then we're able to view these experiences of emotional abuse as a gift for us to start to heal ourselves, as well as our past generation and our future generation. Archangel Haniel shared with me 3 ways that you may be being gaslit and not even aware of, and wants to bring this attention to you of how it's happening so that you can then recognize this pattern and stop it so you can heal yourself. Number 1, you're being called you're too sensitive or you're too dramatic. Many empaths have been told this their whole life. This disempowers you and dismisses your true feelings. When you are being told that you're too sensitive, go inwards, recognize what your true feelings are, and tell that individual, this is how I feel. If they do not honor and respect how you are feeling in that moment, you will want to disengage the conversation. The conversation is not going to go anywhere at this point. They're not going to recognize who you are and how you're feeling. They're not going to give you that respect. So at that point, know that this is one of their patterns. I often will journal in these moments. I will journal to get my own feelings out because they aren't being recognized, and I know I can't have the conversation with this individual. So this is my cathartic way of managing my feelings and emotions. The number 2 tactic that you're being gaslit is a narcissist will tell you that something didn't happen when it actually did, and it has you second guessing yourself, second guessing your memory. In this situation, you may want to go back and find the emails confirming it, or the records, or whatever it is, the text messages that they had said something or something had happened. Know that a narcissist's ego is so fragile that if you show them proof that they are wrong and you are right, it is only going to compound the situation and make it worse for you. It's not going to help you. They're not going to recognize that, yes, oh yes, you were right, I'm sorry, I forgot. That's just not ability of a narcissist to, 1, apologize and recognize that you were in the right. So in that case, when you are experiencing that and you want to bring proof to somebody, it's in your best interest to not just end the conversation and know that it's going nowhere at that point. You can always try and see how they respond. If they come back with a vengeance and very angry, then you know that you're dealing with somebody that is not going to recognize even proof that this is the truth. So again, being aware that this is their tactic, and that in those moments you're in tune with it, and when you can recognize this pattern, celebrate that you're recognizing it. You want to give yourself some reward of seeing what's going on so you're not falling into the trap blindly. I know what it's like to fall into that blind trap and really start to question my memory. So this is a great opportunity to just, for me, at least in my past, was, oh, okay, I'm seeing this pattern. It's not me. And then I was able to work through it by just each of those little tiny wins of me being in tune with the behavior gave me the power to move forward with the direction I needed to go forward in my life. Number 3, recognize their deflection tactic. So when an empath finally has the courage to stand up for themselves and bring something to the attention of a narcissist that needs to be addressed, and they find that the narcissist will bring up something they did in the past, not in this present moment, something that happened in the past that takes the spotlight off the narcissist and focuses it on the empath. In this moment, the narcissist is deflecting to have the bad attention put onto the empath. In my case, I would fall for it and go down that rabbit hole. I was the one in bad. I was the root cause. In return, never was able to actually address what the present issue was because all the spotlight was on me. So in that case, if you're aware that they're deflecting, putting the light on you, taking the issue off of them, this again is one of their tactics. And the reason being they do these things is, one, a narcissist has no empathy. They don't understand how their actions are impacting other people. They just don't have that concept. Whereas empath completely understands how we impact other people, negatively or positively. Two, they are entitled. They're actually really fragile people. They are going to protect their wounds from being exposed. A narcissist essentially wants everyone to live in their reality to avoid confronting their pain and dealing with their pain. So they feel entitled that everybody else should live in their reality. Essentially, they just never want any of their faults to be revealed to anyone. The difference between an empath and a narcissist, most narcissists are unwilling to heal or confront or face their generational trauma or their personal trauma, whereas an empath is willing to go in and dig deep to pull this pain out that they've been carrying, not only for themselves, but for past lives, for their ancestors, and they are willing to do the heavy lifting and go to work to heal this trauma. Again, narcissists are here to teach us. They're here to teach us so that we can fully step into our power. So instead of becoming the victim and saying, woe is me, I can't believe I'm dealing with this person in my life, it's a change of perspective and say, wow, this person is teaching me so much about myself. And I can heal from this pain for myself and for my loved ones for 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. And if you're willing to take that step and go in, move those the generational trauma, the ancestral trauma and wounds, the past lives of wounds, your life can be transformed. It starts with understanding the dynamic of an empath narcissistic relationship and how you are being gaslit. I remember being in a relationship and having no clue I was being gaslit and constantly feeling like I was crazy. I was the wrong one. I was the one that never understood like what reality was. I was the one to always be blamed for. I was the one that could never speak my truth because fear of the retaliation of what was going to come my way. Forever speaking up. Being aware of these behaviors gives us the power to step into who we are and heal the pain that brought us into those moments. We came here to heal this pain. If you need professional help, seek it. There are many amazing therapists out there to help you navigate a current relationship you're in, whether it's with a spouse, a partner, a friend, a parent, a colleague at work, or a boss, whatever it may be. Seek help to help you navigate the current situation you are in. Become aware of their patterns so you know what they are and you don't fall for them. And you know how to handle them when you see them coming on. Disengage, journal, check in with yourself. It's worth breaking these generational wounds so that you can live an authentic life for yourself. Again, seek professional help if you're feeling like you're losing a sense of who you are. Also, you are not alone. You have a spirit team guiding you every step of the way. Call on them. Even if you don't know their names, call on them and ask them for help. Ask them to shine light into your situation. Ask them for clarity of how to handle a situation with somebody or a conversation you may need to have with somebody. Ask them. They will give it to you. If you want to connect with your spirit guides, Book a session with me. I will drop a link in the description below, and I will help you meet and connect with your spirit guides so you know who they are and how to work with them. However, I will say you don't have to know who they are. You can just ask them. If these insights from Archangel Haniel helped you, please like this video. Also, check out my video on my secret to empath healing. Share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe to my channel for more spiritual insights on navigating life as an empath. Please note, I am not a licensed therapist or mental health professional. The information shared in this video, including my personal experiences and channeled messages I receive, is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. It should not be considered professional advice. Please consult with a qualified therapist or counselor for any mental health concerns you may have.